Good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this special webinar. My name is Soledad Diaz. I'm the Managing Director of the Spanish Association of Science and Technology Parks, APTE. Today's webinar is about international use cases of disruptive technologies and is organized by a Spanish technology platform for disruptive technologies, what we call disruptive. For those of you that don't know what is disruptive, disruptive is one of the Spanish technology platform funded by the Spanish Ministry of Science, Innovation and Universities through Spanish Science Agency and is managed by APTE. It's focused on the promotion of knowledge, collaboration, development, and applications in the field of disruptive digital technologies. Currently, Disruptive has more than 600 members from different kinds of entities. The aim of webinars of today is to promote knowledge and, in this case, also the international collaboration between Spanish and Brazilian companies and R&D entities. Before proceeding, I would like to thank Tecnopuc, a science and technology park of the Pontifical Catholic University of Rio Grande do Sul, for helping us to organize the webinar of today. Today, we are going to learn a lot about use cases of artificial intelligence and big data of 3 companies located on the notebook, and a special speaker who is going to talk about the application of research in the business world. The attending can write the questions in the chat and what question that they want. The speaker, when they finish their speeches, can answer the question. Each speaker has 8 minutes to present the use cases. So let's go to know the first one from the hand of Guillermo Barros, COO of Sysqualis. So Guillermo, when you want, the virtual floor is yours.
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon in Brazil, good evening in Europe. We are here to present Sysqualis, and then I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Just wait a second. Here we are. Tell me if you're seeing. I believe that.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking about Sysqualis, which is, let me check here. I have to change my. Okay. There was a light here. We are a company specialized in technology for healthcare, and we have a platform for interoperability of healthcare data. So what is it? What is Fusion? Fusion is our platform. We have this platform to integrate different data from different healthcare services from different technologies and different systems. So a patient goes to a hospital, goes to a home care services, go to emergency rooms, go to laboratories or image diagnosis services, and then they have this data is not integrated. So there are a lot of problems with that in around the world, and so we are here to solve that. How do we solve? We solve integrating these informations from any services and to reduce repetition of exams or tests, improves the productivity of the services, and increase patient safety, and maintains all data confidentially. Potentiates even population health and reduce readmissions. So with this solution, we can provide to the patients a better journey. How can we visualize this data? One, it is integrated. This is one of the visualization we can see, the most common one, which we have in this left side, allergies, vaccines, diagnosis, evolutions, anamnesis, prescribed meds, took meds, and other results as signal vitals. So as you can see here, we have the data integrated by two hospitals, from two hospitals. One is Ernesto Dornelles, and other is União Brasileira de Educação e Assistência, which is the hospital university where we are here from PUC. This patient has two attendants and two visits in emergency, and he has the same meds took. So we can see that probably they are going to a lot of emergency rooms, and it's not having your problem solved. We believe that with the integration of systems, it will be capable to from the hospital and the health plan company, insurance company, can provide a better journey to the patients and better and better results. Here we have another kind of visualization. So we have indicators, we have a pie chart or a line chart. We can aggregate information also from two different services, like some tests we can put in the same line. And we have table here to see the information with another kind of view. We respect and we are compliant with GDPR or LGPD, how it's called in Brazil. So the consent we treat with the right way, and we have more transparency and when with the information which is sharing. We have also some kind of anonymization and portability, and it turns better traceability and processing with our platform in the middle of between actually the database and the applications, which will consume some data from the database of the hospitals or insurance health plans companies. Some cases. This one is in health department city, which we have this platform there, and we can centralize the information of patients from citizens because it's more public healthcare in this situation, and then we can integrate with the healthcare department of the state from Goiás. So there is a lot of cities there in this state, and we start with two health departments, cities health departments, and then we are going to increase these cities. We are here in Porto Alegre, in south of Brazil, and then we have another case we are starting to integrate, which involves 3 hospitals and a healthcare plan or insurance company with 600,000 people associated, which is Unimed Porto Alegre, and 3 hospitals, Hospital Ernesto Dornelles, Hospital Mãe de Deus, and Hospital São Lucas from PUC. And in this project, Sisqualis will provide a platform interoperability in in a cloud, integrating all of those informations. And so the benefits and possibilities are reduced costs, duplications, risk enhances epidemiology risks, and enhances epidemiological analysis. It gathers the things about value healthcare and new payment models, and potentializes a lot of data science and real world data and AI. With this platform, with this data integrated, we can do a lot of things with this data, which is with AI, it's an example. I think it's this. I will leave this thought about Steve Jobs by Steve Jobs. Focus is not about saying yes, but saying no. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Guillermo. This is a very interesting application of big data AI in a very important topic as the possibility to choose one or other hospital because they are coordinating all the information about patients. Congratulations for these use cases. Now we are going to know about another company. Is No Harm AI, and his CEO is Enrique Diaz. When you want, Enrique, the time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We are kind of a solution that complementary to Syscolis. No Harms is a system that is going to help the pharmacists in the hospital to screen the patient's safety. And this brings more intelligence for the hospital and for the healthcare professionals to keep the patient safer. And you may ask, patients are not safe? So I don't know if you know about the medication flow inside the hospital, but after the physician prescribe medication, drug therapy, the pharmacist should review the prescription to correct the possible mistakes. And it's mandatory for the most of the international hospital certification. And in this process, there is several errors that may happen in a prescription that the physician do. And the pharmacist is going to review all these prescriptions. But this is very time-consuming job, and this is bring risks to the patient. So for this reason, the pharmacist is going to review the prescription and suggests some intervention to improve the overall drug treatment of the patient. But this test is going to require a lot of information from a lot of sources. And this is very important to bring safety to the patient. So No Harm is a platform that's going to integrate all this information inside the hospital, and it's going to help the pharmacist professional to avoid this mistake. And we don't bring privacy data to our platform. This is not required because our calculation and our algorithm is going to work over the drug therapy data. And we don't need the information about which patient is only the demographic information. And in addition, No Harm has a lot of artificial intelligence that we use from various information that from evidence-based literature to bring warning and risk indicator for the pharmacists. And also we use natural language processing algorithms like ChatGPT and do several reports to improve the pharmacist experience inside No Harm. And this is the No Harm that all the hospital use. Here we have a quick overview of all patient condition and alert. The pharmacist can choose the appropriate order to review the patients based on the risks indicators. And here for each patient, we're going to see every information of this patient with alerts and suggestions regarding the patient treatment. So this is going to help and improve the pharmacist's job inside the hospital. And this is going to bring more patient safety. And we know that several articles was written by the hospital, and no harm increased hospital efficiency by 8 times and reduce costs. And here we have a use case here in Brazil that no harm reduce $1 million a year by increasing the efficiency of the pharmaceutical team and reduce unnecessary high price drug usage. So we have unique features. We have NLP processing algorithm. It is very easy to migrate to Spanish. And we integrate the data with no patient previous data. And we are ready to run in multiple languages. And all our technology is based on science. We already published several articles about the algorithms that we use. We are publishing an article this month with the Gates Foundation support about our natural language processing that is going to help the physician to write better discharge summaries. For those who know about the hospital, this is a very time-consuming task also that we are going to help. And all the algorithm that we develop is not to replace the healthcare professional, is to improve their jobs and serves as a support decision system. We already been awarded by Google for 3 consecutive years about our algorithms and our project. Here in Brazil, our operation in 4 years, we are more than 100 hospitals spread through several states in Brazil. But the most important impact that we generated, we almost in 1 million lives impact until today. So our journey here is to bring more patient safety, but also to help the healthcare professional to have a better job and better tests fulfilled with AI. And no harm monitor today more than 10,000 beds every day. And last year alone, we earned $600,000. So we thank you very much for this opportunity to show to everyone our solution. And we are be glad to answer your question when you have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Enrique. It's another very good example of the application of AI to avoid a big problem that is the very bad consequence of the prescription mistake. So congratulations for the award of the Google Award. We have 2 or 3 questions for our speakers, but I say before, when they finish all the speeches, we can answer all the questions of our attendees. Okay, so now we are going to know about Fainor. That is a company that we are going to know about data science in their business. And today, Tiago Pascual, senior consultant and partner at Finor, is going to tell about this. Thank you, Tiago, when you want.
No, thanks. Well, I think you guys are seeing my PowerPoint there already, isn't it?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, thanks. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about Finor. Like we are a data science company focused on finance. The name kind of talks, explains a little bit about the company. Fin comes from finance and OR comes from operation research, which is a very algorithm-oriented area of research. So what we do, we help companies from the financial sector to take decisions based on AI and machine learning, helping them to get insights from their own data. So the difference of Finor and other like data science companies is that always when you're gonna do like something related to AI project, you gotta understand very well like technology and math, obviously, but also you gotta understand very well the business that you're dealing with. So then we focus just on finance, given that we are dealing with an area which is very technical also, and this like improves a lot of productivity when you start to talk to clients. The company operates in Brazil and the US, and here are some clients. So in general, like we have like enterprise accounts to work with some specific topics. So the team is it's a very technical team. So we have published like in some pretty good like finance journals such as like Journal of Banking Finance, Journal of Corporate Finance, and also some widely known numerical, mathematical numerical journals such as European Journal of War, Annals of War, and all we do like it's pretty much based on science. So what do we deliver for our clients? So we in general we deliver like complex financial calculations. For instance, setting up like a asset liability management desk in a bank. We deliver all these machine learning methods which are used like for credit pricing and scoring and fraud detection. And also we have a set of products related to mathematical optimization, which are more related like to investments. And we do all the ops and data engineering of our projects. I'm going to talk a little bit about some use case here. I'm going to start first with some current use case, and then I'm gonna go some to one case which is already finished. Like we have like many of those. So like right now we are kind of interested in a problem which is imagine like a state-owned pension fund which has to allocate money from its retirees, and then and you get like sometimes like some conflict of interest in the money in the asset allocation from the portfolio manager point of view. And then we have been designing tools like to evaluate the allocation, and we try like to give like to the regulator some clues on or which like allocations are kind of atypical compared to others. This is one example that we have been spending some time with pension funds. Here's another example like which we are investing a lot of time on that also. Like imagine a bank, and then when you go to a bank, you gotta do a deposit in general you do a deposit in that bank. In general, this deposit that you're gonna do is gonna be a floating rate deposit. So like in general, like for instance, take the case of Brazil, you're gonna be indexed into some indicators such as the CDI, and then the bank gets the money and makes like a loan to another person, another company, but which like it's not a floating rate, it's a fixed rate loan. So this creates like a lot of unmatching risks inside the balance sheet of the bank. And we have been working a lot on the analytics side of those problems, and it works really like a structure that we are used to the industry. For instance, you get those big ERPs like Oracle and SAP and all that, and above those you build like some analytics tools on that. So we do the same, we build analytics tools above those like big providers. And here are some examples of what we have been building. For instance, like to automate the hedge for the bank, like how can they automate their hedge for their banking book, modeling, for instance, the prepayment of some loans, which is kind of important, especially like when you talk about mortgage, and also the modeling of deposits without a fixed maturity. So like we have also been working with those problems. Here is just a problem that we have worked like some time ago. It's like a payment network, which you have like companies on one layer, and you have merchants on the other layers, and the company is pretty much like it's the marketplace who manages all the interactions between the companies and the merchants. So the issue here, it was very hard for them to match payables and receivables real time. So they could not like really see how was the floating flowing through the network. And obviously that it was causing some financial burden for them, given that they were not matching that. So we started like to do all the matching, like of the payments of the network, and here we were able really like in a couple of months here we were able like to save almost $6 million just like rematching all the payables and receivables and being able to renegotiate that. Just to finish here very fast, like here some of the main partners of the company. So we are a company that was born inside the university, and then we decide like to do that outside the university, and then the team is pretty much like a team of scientists mixed with people from computer science and finance, which is like the experience that we provide to our clients, which is finance, tech, and math. Here, just a little bit of the tech stack we tend to use, and well, this was pretty much like the 8-minute presentation for final, and I'll be happy to be answering some questions in the end.
Thank you so much, Thiago. To this use case is also connected with safe, but the safety in finance, that is another important topic. Thank you so much for your presentation. We are very good on time. We have enough time to at the end of the speeches to have a time to question and answer. Finally, we have a special guest. He is Fabiano Pasuelo. He is research from the university that is promote this Science Technology Park, the Pontifical Catholic University of Rio Grande do Sul. Fabiano is going to talk about how they are working with companies and startups, and also about the application of research in the business world. So when you want, Fabiano, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. I will share my screen here. Okay, so okay, timekeeper. Okay, so I'll talk today about the one subject of my expertise, that is cybersecurity techniques for IoT devices. I work also with blockchain and smart contracts to integrate different platforms. And today, so I will talk about decentralized federated learning based intrusion detection on IoT. So the first question here is why IoT is becoming a target for cyber criminals. So the first, the number of machines and devices interconnected via the internet has grown exponentially. And this graph shows that in 2025, there could be 75 billion interconnected devices. Second, most of these devices, like health device, for example, there are part of these IoT systems having low processing power and small memory capacity. That's a big challenge for develop new solutions or adapt existing solutions for IoT device. And so for this challenge, this device not supports the implementation of more sophisticated security mechanisms. Furthermore, most devices are designed without any concern of security. If you ask the CEOs of devices manufacturer and ask about how is the security issues that they talk about or implement in this device, and the answer is always, oh, we not care about this. So this type of device are vulnerable to many types of threats and attacks. Finally, here, okay. So finally, in this type of system, we have several difficult problems. First, guarantee the confidentiality of information. Second, ensure data integrity, ensure high availability, ensure authenticity and non-repudiation, and fault tolerance in communication and computation. So the problem is how we can satisfy IoT security requirements is a very difficult task for us. Typically, IoT devices have a little computational power and memory, and this is necessary for implementing more sophisticated security features. Most IoT devices are designed without concerns about security issues, and therefore, they are vulnerable to many types of security threats and criminal attacks at all. So, using intrusion detection systems in a centralized manner, that is a very common technique, which once this strategy is generally adopted to deal with security issues, is not scalable for IoT. So we have an increasing number of distributed components and different communication protocols and a single point of failure. Normally in systems that is based in cloud architectures. Sending all collected data to the centralized server, that is the common way for the solutions today, this poses a major risk to information and privacy. So, intrusion detection systems have been used in IoT to deal with the security risks. Some machine learning techniques are being applied to improve them. The problem is that many of these machine learning techniques rely on manually selected features. This type of IDS is becoming obsolete due to the many new IoT applications and the many types of network traffics they entail, as well the many possible associated features that characterize these network traffics. And deep learning algorithms are better options. They automatically extract features, but they generally demand a high level of computation and storage resources. In addition to all of these problems, a common security threat at the cloud and fog layers also affect devices at the edge layers, because they are all interconnected, and this threat must be mitigated. So the contribution of our work deal with these issues, and we propose a fully decentralized federated learning architecture for IoT-based system, which can predict attacks based on previous incidents, as well as the behavior of IoT devices, preserving privacy and tolerating failures. And an architecture for a set of distributed ledgers. Here it's blockchain techniques, providing security mechanisms for authentication, authorization, integrity, confidentiality, and high available, what IoT-based systems can use. So our approach, it's called DCDFL, is an approach to intrusion detection that combines decentralized computing and federated learning. Its architecture consists of a network of peer-to-peer nodes, each composed of computation, storage, and communication components. These peer-to-peer nodes can be virtual machines, computers, or devices from the cloud, edge, or IoT layers, selected from available components in IoT systems or some provisioned resources specifically for the intrusion detection process. Each peer-to-peer node may have a specific type and so be responsible for particular tasks. For instance, the two bootstrap nodes are well-known contact peers at startup to provide integration of join peers in a peer-to-peer networks. The peer-to-peer nodes of a specific type can be dynamically grouped to form peer-to-peer clusters according to the demand from the intrusion detection process. Peer-to-peer nodes can be of type of admin, controller, planner, aggregator, work, or storage. So this can work in a collaborative way to implement the IDS technique. So we make some experiments. For this experiment, we was utilizing different machine learning models like multi-layer artificial neural networks, recurrent neural networks, long short-term memory, and gated recurrent units. These models were chosen due to their proven effectiveness in various deep learning applications, particularly in handling sequential data, which is common in IoT applications. This table lists the number of parameters for each model in the experiment, where LSTM for the NB-IoT dataset is the model with greatest number of parameters, and the FCANN for bot IoT dataset is the smaller one. So here we have all the machine learning models implemented using a PyTorch library. This table lists the hyperparameters for the models, and that we use it for making our experiments. So the experiments explores several factors based on aggregation rounds and topology for peer-to-peer networks. This is a comparative analysis that you can see here, that we have two benchmarks here. The first one is the paper published by Kim. So the CDFL have show a very good results for this. The other experiment, it's about accuracy, precision, recall, and FU score, that we have also very good results here applying these techniques. And so in conclusion, my time is over here. So we proved that you can apply decentralized federated learning for IoT device, make this type of architecture based on edge device, aggregation, and federated learning. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Fabiano. An excellent example of the application of the cutting-edge knowledge from the university to solving very problems, as for example the IoT cybersecurity risks in this moment. Thank you so much. Now is the moment for answer the question and answer the question that our attending write in the chat. I think some of them are answered, but I think we have one question from Francisco Javier Herrera to Guillermo Barros. I'm going to read. Are the patients allowed to know what are the data referring to them that are being exchanged between the different health organizations? Guillermo can ask this question, please.
Yes. I don't know if I got the question, but yes, patient when some physician are consulting, are seeing the information, they should ask the permission to the patient. So the patient receives a message on his phone, and a short message or a WhatsApp message, and he will approve this, informing a number, a token. That's it.
Okay, anyone want to answer, to ask some question to our speakers? Any volunteer to add more question to our speaker of today? I have one question to Enrique Diaz, because I would like to know what are your main clients of your solution. Are the pharmacy or are the the health system in your country?
Thank you for the question, Soledad. It depends. We have the client that pays the bill, that is a hospital.
Okay.
And we will have our clients that use the system, that is the pharmacist.
Okay.
So who pay the bills is the hospital, but who use the system is the pharmacist. So we mainly going to improve the usability of our system for the pharmacists, to the pharmacists. So we interview the users, we understand, we do some research to understand what is the main goal that they want, what they want that we add some features. So the pharmacist is our main user, is the one that we live for. But who pay the bills are the hospital. And we do these contracts with each hospital. There is some hospitals that has some networks, some like networks with 10 hospitals, 20 hospitals, and we do the contract with the network. But who use the system, whom use the system is going to be the pharmacist. It's for them that we are going to improve the system and to do some improvements. But also we consider the patient as the end benefiter of our system, because it's the patient that's going to have the admission improved. So we also, when we are prioritizing our feature, we consider the ones that's going to improve not only the pharmacist's daily life, but also the outcome for the patient.
Okay, so very good, very interesting solution. This park, Technopuc, is an example of a park promoted by a very important university. I have a question for Fabiano. Fabiano would like to know how you connect with companies to provide your solutions. How is the methodology? For example, the Scientific Park Technopuc help you to connect with potential customers, or you have a methodology to contact with potential clients?
Very good question and very difficult answer. So my methodology, it's simple. The students and the researchers that work with me in this solution, the first step, I try to make an spin-off. So first we contact a company that provide the use case, and they work in this use case, and after that I incentivate these students and research to make the spin-off. This particular solution that I talk today very, very fast. For example, we win 2 prizes in our state here. One first place and a second place in a national concourse here about that. And they start now to put the spin-off to work with this company, provide this type of solution. So I make this. So the first step, I talk with Technopuc, and I know very well all programs that Technopuc have for this, and they take the students and the researchers and make the inscription in these programs inside Technopuc, and after that we create a spin-off of the solution to provide the solution for the enterprise. After the solution it's validated, after we have the payback, after we analyze the economic aspects, because we as a computer scientist, we are very, very careful with the code. The code need to be beautiful. Henrique know that. Henrique know very well that. The code is beautiful. The code is smallest. The code is very performant. Okay, but what about the business?
Yeah.
Because the enterprise don't care too much if the code is beautiful or it's run in 1 second more or 1 second less. How about the business? How I make money with this? Yeah. So with my research and students, I provoke this. I ask all the time, this, okay, your code is excellent, but what about the business? How we can make business with this solution? So this is my methodology, and that I adopted for 20 years now.
Okay, congratulations. Because it's an important point to make value of the knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We have another question for Guillermo and Enrique from Javier Herrera. Javier Herrera is the coordinator of our working group focused on AI and big data. Thank you, Javier, for all your questions. And the question is, I lost the question. All the R&D required for your products has been developed in home, or you have collaborated with the specific R&D agents? It's a question for Guillem and Rick. Who is the first? Go ahead, Guillem.
Okay. So the R&D, we run with personal people, and here in Tecnopuc, we connect with hospitals. PUC has a hospital, so we change information with this hospital and with other hospitals that they have a relation with Tecnopuc. So that's the way we run main ideas and stuff in innovation issues. I don't know if it's.
Thank you for the question, Javier. Here in No Harm, we collaborate with several universities. So mainly we are going to evaluate and do our research with the universities, mainly with the PUC University, the Catholic University that we are here, but also with the Federal University and universities from other states in Brazil. With that, is going to potentialize more features and more algorithms, more delivered for the healthcare professionals, because we are researchers, but we have so much data to do research. So we need to collaborate with universities to improve and to escalate our research. So thanks for the question.
Thank you so much. Any more questions for our speaker of today? I have one more question for Tiago. That is, Tiago is very quiet. I would like to know, Tiago, if you are using also blockchain technologies in your activity to prevent crime in financial issues.
No, we have not used, like especially for like people are using some of that for credit here in Brazil, also like to map and like to make like the tracking of the credit, but we have not used that yet here in finance.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have another question from Javier Herrera. I don't know for who, what's the speaker, but he is asking about, may you please tell us about, for all of them, please tell us about the R&D funding in Brazil, both national and statual level.
And No Harm only are able to use the national funding, because usually the state funding is directed to profitable organization, and No Harm is a non-profit organization, and only the national funds are for R&D for non-profit organization. So we mainly use national funding, No Harm.
Okay.
Oh, I can talk from my side.
Yeah, please.
I use many. 99% of my funding is coming from enterprise. So I not use not too much funding from national funding agencies, national agencies, or estatal agencies. I'm agree with Henrique here. It's too complicated that. So too complicated, too bureaucracy, so many bureaucracy, and my funding is 99% from enterprise. So for that, you need to show the value. So show the value, show how you can improve the products of this enterprise, and you have the funding. You don't care if a national agency have funding or not funding. Show the value for the enterprise that you have money.
Yes.
Yeah, here at Finer, like it's pretty much like all enterprise money also. Some are public owned companies, like a state-owned company. So it's like, but and right now we have probably one project starting with a agency. But even like that, it's like enterprise money inside the agency. It's not like a research like agency directly, you know.
Okay.
Here we don't have public financial funding. We have just we are sending some projects to FINEP, which is which manages funding, public funding. So in state level, we have another institutes, companies that do it too. So as FAPERGs and stuff, but we don't use it.
Okay, any more questions?
I can ask?
Yes.
Yes, I can ask. Yeah, I can ask.
Of course.
Henrique smile, but the question is not for you. I know very well no harm. So I don't have question about no harm. I see no harm born, so I know very well no harm. I have two questions, one for Guilherme and one for Thiago. Thiago, how you can see the impact in your business about the DeFi, mainly the DREX and all stuff is that implemented up to the blockchain here in Brazil, CDBC, mainly that. How is the impact for you? And for Guilherme, the question is something like the same, the impact, because your interoperability platform, it's based in cloud, in Web 2 concept. But now we see in the last 5 years, 60 years, a new wave for Web 3. Web 3 platforms, mainly the blockchain used for interoperability. That is more reliable, that is more confident, that is more fair with the clients or the people that is the owner of the data. And how you imagine the impact, because your solution is based in the middleware or broker. So how is the impact that you imagine Web3 concepts based in the interoperability, based in blockchain in your business? So CDBC for Thiago and Web3 concept for Guilherme. Thank you.
Very good questions. Very good questions.
Okay, so the digital currency from the central bank, yes, Fabiano.
Yeah, and, DREX, something DREX for exchange money and exchange the flow, the financial flow through the blockchain in DREX, for example. DREX is a digital real exchange.
Yeah, so like this like here at Finder, we have not been working directly with those technologies, but I don't know, like as I would say that maybe this DREX it's almost like a PIX 3.0 or 2.0. I don't know how to say, because you are not just controlling like the flow, but also like you are deciding when the flow is gonna happen. That's pretty much it, I think, isn't it? Like this can change a lot of things, you know. We have not seen the impact yet, but it has just started, you know. But I don't know, imagine buying a car, you know. The issue of buying a car is that when the money is gonna go from one person to the other, you know, like you need some kind of authorization for that. And if you have that in a smart country, it would be nice, you know. I don't know, you know, like the central bank in Brazil has been like kind of a very modern central bank in terms of payments. So it can do like it can change a lot, you know, like all the movements that the central bank is doing is that they try to to remove like the financial intermediary, like the importance of the financial intermediary. Né? But let's see how it's gonna work. I wouldn't have like for us right now, we have not worked with that yet. So it's hard to like to. I don't know if 3 years ago we would like forecast that Pix would be as big as it is right now. So, but it might be an important issue, you know. Thanks, Fabiano.
Okay, thank you, John.
In healthcare, interoperability, it's a large, in Brazil, it's a large market. We have more than 7,000 hospitals. We have more than 600 insurance company. We have more than 20,000 laboratories and clinics. We have almost 40,000 consultancy place. And we have a lot of, I don't know how, but more than 1,000 systems being used for, in these institutions. So I think that is not one technology or other will be the leader of the situation. And so I think all of technologies are complementary because we have bubbles. We have a bubble, a public bubble, a private bubble. We have cities bubbles and states bubble, national bubble. In private bubble, we have a lot of bubble trying to connect or should be connected. So I think that all technologies will be complementary. I don't see any technology or any company also leading this problem in Brazil. So I think it will be a lot of technologies will be integrated, solving the problem of not integrated healthcare data. And I think the initiatives is going to start, is going to, and probably they will be integrated in some time. So, but I don't have as well as Thiago. I don't have I don't have how to see the future. But I think I believe in that. I believe that no technology will be the one. So we can work federated form as well. So it's a large discussion, I think, to have. It's a nice as well. It's a nice discussion to have. Transpassing these models and using experiences in healthcare interoperability. I think it's a good issue to have. And I think that one of the most problem is data quality too. So there is a lot of things to manage in this journey, from what we have now to we need to have, that we see in movies when some people falls in a boardwalk and then goes to the hospital, and or people goes there to save them, and they have all of data. I think from the point A where we are now, from this point, I think that's a long journey, and we have to run it together. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we are in the end of the webinar. Thank you so much for your participation today, for your exceptional use cases. Congratulations. I like to follow. I invite you to follow all the activities that we develop in our technology platform, Disruptive, that is focused in blockchain, artificial intelligence, big data, quantum computer, cybersecurity, etc. So we organize a lot of activity, R&D meetings, B2B matchmaking, so webinars. So I invite you to follow our activities and promote the collaboration, more collaboration between Brazilian entities and Spanish companies and entities. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you in next activities of the Disruptive. Okay, thank you so much.